this.
And it said, go.
They were like, this is the latest we've ever been.
This is the latest start. So
we did have a lot to talk about, though.
It's because you got so much stuff to announce. It was just like the pressure cooker. So it's just like, you got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, they are. I think that's why they're so antsy, because they know that they know what's coming.
All the Leo happenings.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I mean, so we had multiple breakthroughs, and I was kind of telling you about some of more like personal stuff I was working on, but it's kind of all wrapped together, like some breakthroughs with Rafiki.
Nice.
And just the AI models in general. So it's been crazy. Like, the amount of the development pace is getting crazy. I don't know if you've seen any of what LeoStrategy is doing, but they're doing a ton of shit too. And they're using the new Rafiki V3 endpoints. So you can see it, like literally you can see it with their app, and you're going to see it with the InLeo app as well. Rafiki is able to code itself. So it's able to self-improve and take in user feedback and just continually make the app better, along with adding new features. So fixing bugs, adding new features, it literally is like self-improving at this point. So we were going to release Rafiki 2.0 pretty much like this week. Now I'm pretty confident we're just going to leapfrog that and go straight to the 3.0 model. And the 3.0 model will be built into the mobile app. And it is like incredible. I mean, it basically, there's going to be an app store. Actually, I made a post about it that I should just pull up. But the 3.0 version of Rafiki will bring a ton of features that weren't possible before. And it's because we've actually like switched gears a little bit on the Rafiki model, and just had like a bunch of breakthroughs over the weekend. So let's see here. I have this thread I posted. Where is it? Oh, I guess I posted it in the Threadcast. That was dumb. I thought it was a separate thread. It's in the Threadcast. So you guys already saw it. So I said Rafiki 3.0 leapfrogs the 2.0 release after our massive breakthrough this weekend. So 3.0 will have deep contextual knowledge on all InLeo premium users. So that was actually part of 2.0. So that's already in 3.0, obviously. The 3.0 version also has the Rafiki App Store. So you'll be able to actually add apps and tasks for Rafiki to complete for you. So these are things like image generation. Like you'll be able to, for example, while you're writing a blog post, you can say there'll be a button and you can say generate an image for this blog post. It'll read your entire blog post. It'll also know all the context of what kind of images you use in your blog post, and it will generate an image for you based on all of that context. And then it will have, there's other apps. I just gave like a few app examples, but AI powered voice to text. So I don't know if you guys have used any of these voice to text apps that are powered by AI, but what they basically do is you like use a hotkey, you speak, and then it converts your text into like cleaner text, I guess, by like, using AI to effectively like, take the input of voice, convert it into text, like cleanly. Takes out filler words and all that. SEO Copilot. So when you're writing an article, you can basically say, make this more SEO, basically improve the SEO of this. Clicking a button, it'll just do it. Analytics on your account. So you'll be able to use Rafiki for like deep analytics. Artifacts, which are like visuals. Actually, LeoStrategy has like the earliest version of this available. They call it alpha on the website. So you can log into leostrategy.io, and if you use Apex, there's something called artifacts. And those are it's something called alpha, which are effectively artifacts. So basically like live visuals while you're chatting with Apex, which is the Rafiki model in the background. And then massive co-piloting features. So, some of the stuff I just mentioned, but also a lot of other stuff. And then the task manager. So you can basically just like, it'll feel like you're texting a friend. You'll basically like text Rafiki inside the InLeo mobile app. And you can say, hey, conduct some research on what's happening in tech today. And then you can close the app and then Rafiki will actually do a push notification through the mobile app and notify you when he's done with the research. And then you'll just have like a full research report by clicking that push notification. So there are, I mean, like literally hundreds of features that are going to be built over the coming weeks and months directly through Rafiki 3.0. So I ultimately decided this weekend that we should make this an app store where you can basically just add the apps that you want. So like if you want image generation, if you want video generation, if you want voice to text, you'll be able to just add whatever apps you want from the Rafiki app store. And there's going to be, so Rafiki has a freemium model where free InLeo users without premium can use basic Rafiki access, and then premium users will get more and more deep access. So you'll have more access to these apps. You'll have more access to Rafiki will have contextual knowledge of you, whereas like a free user won't have that level, that deep contextual knowledge. So premium is about to get a massive value prop upgrade. Like right now, there's not even half this amount of, not even half of this value is in the InLeo premium model right now. So it's going to completely change the way you look at premium, in my opinion. I think you're going to look at premium as being a Rafiki access point first. So like AI access, and then everything else will be kind of secondary. So like themes, more curation by being in the feeds more, appearing in the feeds, in the For You feeds more. All of that stuff is still great, and having the check mark, etc. But and then the longer threads, editing, all these different features that are baked into premium. I think all of that stuff is going to be so secondary to just having Rafiki access. It's just Rafiki is going to be so good, you're just not going to be able to resist having a premium subscription to it. Kind of similar to like other AI models where you start to use it, and then if you want to go deeper, if you want to get like image generation and better access and more access, you have to pay their $20 a month subscription fee. So with premium, obviously you'll get basic access for free. If you want extra access, you have to go InLeo Premium, which is $10 a month. So we're already half as cheap as all the other AI models that are out there. And I think, by the way, for the $10 a month, I think it'll be vastly better than like ChatGPT, Grok, and all these other AI models, even for the $20, $20 versus $10 baseline. So you'll have something that's vastly better and half the price. And then there's going to be like a Pro and a Max version. So if you want, like unlimited apps and like unlimited access, you'll effectively have to scale up the premium scale. But like the basic premium will give you pretty solid access. But as these apps get better, what I think we're going to see is, you're going to give Rafiki more and more tasks every day. And the more tasks you give Rafiki, you're going to have kind of a limited amount of credits. So you'll either have to drop off some tasks, or you'll have to upgrade to a higher level of premium if you want to use like deep tasks. Like, I mean, you could literally have Rafiki, spawn sub agents and do research on 10 different topics, and then notify you when he's done. You'll be able to have, Rafiki analyze your account and tell you how to improve. Like I said, you'll have image generation, video generation, etc. So it's like the more it's basically like, how much access do you want? And then it's just going to scale up from there. But it is effectively going to be, like an unlimited app store. It's like as Rafiki goes live and improves, it's just going to be continuously more and more apps, more and more access, and I think it's just going to be it's hard to explain without like visually showing, but it is like the massive breakthrough that I think we've all wanted in terms of AI usage for our platform. So I know Task is sitting somewhere extremely happy, but it is like a 0 to 100 moment. I mean, I don't even know how else to explain it other than that, and just to say that it's like, imagine an iPhone without an app store, and then imagine an iPhone with an app store, and that is kind of the moment that we're about to have with Rafiki. Along with the context. So the context is going to be pretty incredible. So it's massive. It's like, I don't even know a good lens for it. Imagine if ChatGPT, imagine if every time you loaded ChatGPT, you like copy and pasted all of your digital data into ChatGPT and said, here is everything about me. Now answer my question. That is what Rafiki 3.0 is like. It's like he just has all the context of everything you've done on Hive. And then when you go to Rafiki to ask a question, he knows all of that information about you. So it is it's going to be really fun to see how this develops and unfolds. Dagger said, what of all abilities and features are going to be premium only? Pretty much most of the applications will be premium only. We'll kind of have to tweak this when it's live and see how it goes. But most of the apps and like background tasks, etc., are going to be premium only. So you'll be able to like chat with Rafiki if you're not premium, and you'll be able to ask some like kind of basic questions. I would say the free version of Rafiki for the average person will basically be as good as like ChatGPT $20 a month. So I don't know what they call that, ChatGPT Plus or whatever. So it will be, the Rafiki free version will be as good as like ChatGPT Plus. And then if you pay the $10 a month for InLeo Premium, the Rafiki 3.0 access that you get, to the 3.0 Rafiki model, that's going to feel like ChatGPT Plus times 10. I mean, it's going to be ridiculous and trained completely on all of your activity on the InLeo platform, which is obviously the data from Hive. So it is it's pretty unreal. Like I've been using it. It's unreal. It's so good. I mean, it's better than any AI I've ever used. I have to say that, and a lot of that has to do with the contextual awareness. Because if you think about it, like it's like I just said, like if you could go into an AI and paste everything that you've ever done on Hive into that AI, and then say, okay, given all this data, now answer my question. That's how good Rafiki is, and other AI models can't do that because they obviously aren't seeded with all the data from Hive. So it's I'm very excited for you guys to get in your hands. It's very cool. And then Rafiki now has Rafiki code. So Rafiki is able to actually code new apps and able to improve his own code base. So this is what's being used on LeoStrategy's website, which I can actually, let me just, while I'm at it, I can just show you some of what's been going on there. I don't know if you have any questions, Mitch, while I pull that up, or if you see anything.
I mean, I can obviously cycle through any questions. And then as far as my questions, I don't know. They're probably a little too involved. I turn into a tutorial, which who knows? Maybe
that's also fine.
But it's just like, all right. So teach me as like I'm a 5-year-old. What is step one? How do I use this? What's the best way to use interface wise? So on.
Well, Rafiki will be able to tell you how to use Rafiki.
True.
All right. I pulled up the LeoStrategy website. I don't know if you've seen this, Mitch. Have you seen the LeoStrategy website or no?
I have not actually.
All right. Well, prepare to be mind blown. So Rafiki helped code all of this, by the way, and continues to help code. So when you report feedback, Rafiki actually is getting that feedback and then helping the LeoStrategy team code all this stuff. So this is like the tool tips for the questing system. So I'll just kind of run through that. So now I'm on the quest page. Is my screen? Yeah, I guess you can see most of my screen. So this is the new questing app that LeoStrategy released. Part of this is that Rafiki is actually helping them with the code base. So it's their team and then Rafiki working on this simultaneously, which is how we've seen such rapid progress and updates. If you're familiar with Zeely, they basically copied Zeely and built it into the LeoStrategy website. So you can literally complete quests, earn XP, and then there's an ACE prize pool for the new ACE presale. And then you can earn ACE from the prize pool for climbing the leaderboard. So you can see right now, like the last quest that's completed, there's like live activity here. You can see the leaderboard. If I click leaderboard, you can get the full view. I'm ranked number 3 on the quests. And then you can see like all the other people participating in their rank. So you obviously log in here and then you can do all this. You can refer people. There's a rewards shop. So you can spend XP to basically like protect your streak or add boosts so you earn more. and you can also kind of gamble. These are kind of like lottery scratch off tickets. I'll just buy one to make it fun. So I'll just buy a bronze mystery box, and then we can open it. So you can see mystery box purchase, and then open. It kind of acts like a scratch off ticket where I spent 100 XP to buy this mystery box, and then I open it to see what I get. I got 75 XP, so I lost 25 on that one. You can actually gain on it, so it's kind of like a nice little gambling feature built in there. It's pretty fun. And then you can see in the feed here, I opened a mystery box, so anyone can see that. And then there's all these different quests, so you can see all these different quests about different things that you can do and earn XP for the campaign. So I won't go too much into that. I did a video on it, so you're welcome to go to the YouTube channel if you want to see the full video. There's 149 people actively questing, so feel free to go. There's 18 days left and start completing quests. I think it's super fun. Again, it like pushes the Ace presale, but it's also pretty fun and engaging. So go have fun with it. One thing I wanted to show off here, which is amazing, is the ability to report feedback. So you use the icon in the bottom right, and you can report. Let's say you have like a bug, that you're facing, or you have a feature request. Even let's come up with a feature request. Add another quest for using Rafiki more on InLeo threads. So I'll just hit continue on this feature request. This actually uses Rafiki, which is, they call it Apex, but it uses the Leo AI APIs. And then it takes your basic text and it generates an entire report. So it has a title and it has a description of what you're requesting, use case, how it might work. So it came up with kind of like a generally like, what it might look like. And then I can even edit this. So I can say, okay, I like what you came up with, but I want to, change this a little bit. And I can like edit in here. I can change the feature request. And then when I'm happy with it, it also takes a screenshot of whatever I'm looking at. And when I'm happy with it, I hit submit report, and then it submits it to Apex, which then puts it on the LeoStrategy backend. And it also submits it to Leo AI's backend, where then it can be automatically reviewed by the AI. And then a suggestion is made effectively for the LeoStrategy team, where they can decide, do we want to add this feature? If we do, what would it look like? And then it will code the feature. So this is how it's making like super rapid progress. But I don't think Mitch has seen any of this, which I feel like that's pretty cool. I mean, what do you think? So this is all LeoStrategy's website.
I mean, it's awesome. It looks like, type of website that someone would have had to spend a ton of money on for a web designer and web developer to produce. And that's not even a thing. No need. No,
it's pretty crazy. So you can see there's a ton of tabs here. So go to it sometime and you guys can play around with it. But you can see LeoStrategy's purchase history. So this is all the Leo they bought in the last day.
And that's what's really cool, is that it's basically, all the information is on the ready and you can see the data for yourself.
Yeah. All in real time. So if they were to buy right now, within like maybe 5 minutes, you'll see it populate right here in the transaction history. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Actually, it says here updated 1 minute ago. So as soon as they do another buy, it's pretty quick. It updates. What else do they have here that I want to show off? I think that pretty much is like the main stuff. But I was kind of talking about the AI. So again, they're using the Leo AI APIs. Let me sign in here really quick. So let's see.
I love that LeoStrategy growth estimator.
Oh yeah. So it estimates the fund's growth at different Leo prices, also using the purchase rate. So like if they're adding 1,000 Leo per day, and then you say, well, how much will your Leo be worth 12 months from now? It will assume it's continuing to add 1,000 Leo a day and that future Leo price 12 months from now.
I like how it defaults to future Leo price $1. I like it. Manifest that, please.
I think it's inevitable. I think, we're seeing a massive, let me fix this screen. We're seeing a massive explosion in like AI in general. And Rafiki 3.0 right now is, in my opinion, going to lead to, like, a lot of people are saying, well, let's see the premium user count double. I think it's not only going to double, it's going to like triple, 10x, 100x even, because I think people are going to start to use premium as access to Rafiki, like as a standalone app. And we do plan to also make a standalone AI app. So the rollout of Rafiki 3.0 is going to look a lot like Grok for X. So originally, Elon obviously added Grok to the X platform directly. Then they spun it out and made a standalone Grok app. We're going to do the same. So there's originally Rafiki 3.0 will be built into the Inleo app, and then when as time goes on, as it improves, etc., we'll release a standalone Rafiki app. And I think a lot of people are going to actually sign up for advanced AI access just on the Rafiki app. They won't even care. They might not even know about Inleo, and they won't care. They'll just sign up for AI access because I think Rafiki is going to be way better and way cheaper than the other AI models out there. And will actually do things. I think that's like the big unlock of AI is like, how can you make an AI that actually completes tasks that you give it? And that's what Rafiki 3.0 will do. So, you will literally be able to say, go research this, go generate an image for this, help me, research my username and profile and help me come up with a better profile that is, for my Inleo Hive account. And it'll be able to do that. You'll also be able to tell Rafiki, hey, Rafiki, I want to post on Twitter. Anything I post on Threads, I want it to be cross-posted to Twitter. There's going to be an app for that. So you'll be able to tell Rafiki, hey, go take my posts and post them on Twitter. It's pretty amazing. So I just am like, I can't believe the breakthrough of the 3.0 model. It's incredible. Dagger said, what is the marketing? There's so much marketing that we're doing. So, LeoKit is being integrated into a bunch of different protocols. LeoDex is performing really well on X. We actually have built an internal marketing app. So, we're continuously putting out more content. I think LeoDex traded like over $150,000 today. So been a pretty good day for LeoDex. So things are actually growing in terms of users and usage.
Speaking of LeoDex, I don't know, maybe you updated this last Tuesday, or maybe it's not an announcement yet, but a couple weeks ago when we talked about onboarding, there was a big name wallet that was coming soon. Has that been official, or are we still waiting for the announcement?
They're still integrating. So they're integrating.
Yeah, I just didn't know if I missed it. All right.
Yeah, they're not live yet. So it tends to be the bigger the wallet, the slower the integration. So, they're still working on it, but they're integrating LeoKit. So we've actually been spending a lot of time on LeoKit as well. And it is it's pretty like when you look at the other competing APIs out there where people can add cross-chain swaps to an app. There is nothing that's even close to LeoKit. So we're working with a ton of integrators to get them onboarded. This is something that's going to be a lot more slow moving than obviously when you're doing something that's B2B, like you're not going to convert a business to using this like overnight. So we're working with a bunch of different people. And yeah, there's a really big name wallet, and there's also a really big name exchange that are both integrating LeoKit right, like literally as we speak. So I don't know when they'll be done. It's hard to kind of predict their timelines because they're much more slow moving, and then they've got a whole testing process and all of that. But yeah, I think you're going to start to see a lot of protocols and interfaces and apps start to use LeoKit, and it's just going to be kind of silently operating in the background of the app, but obviously generating that 10 basis point fee on every swap, and then sending that fee to the S-Leo pool. So, it's, the B2B side is definitely a much more slow burn, but it's working. I mean, people are very excited by it, and they're asking us for more features. So we're continuously adding more. Actually today we added a really cool feature to it. We haven't even integrated on LeoDex yet, but it's already live on LeoKit. we built our own aggregator that works between near intents and relay. So now we can, if you do a swap, it can actually route through a custom aggregator that we built, where it'll go from anything on relay to anything on near intents and vice versa. This literally took us from having, the ability to trade like 500 routes between certain assets to now like thousands, like over 10,000 routes between assets. So we can literally, it expanded the asset support of LeoKit and obviously which will flow to LeoDex because it operates on LeoKit, probably 20-fold. It's a 20x improvement in terms of what we can support. So it's, again, like we're constantly having these like massive breakthroughs on the technology side. So we're going to keep working to get integrations. And as people realize that LeoKit's not only cheaper but has more asset support and better tech support and constantly adding more features, I think it's going to be a no-brainer to add. Also, it's way easier to add. Like you literally add this simple code, like a simple API to your app, and you immediately have cross-chain swaps. Another thing we're working on for LeoKit while I'm on the topic is we're building our own wallet API. So a big hassle for integrators is like, okay, we've got the swaps API, so they're able to add the swaps. But then they're asking, well, how do we integrate, X, Y, and Z wallets? So normally we would say like, okay, well, you just got to go out and kind of code in the wallet support, or use a known API for it. We decided to make our own wallet API for LeoKit. So when an integrator comes to us and they want to integrate not only the swaps, but they also want to integrate wallet support, for example, like LeoDex supports, we support Kepler wallet, we support, key store wallets, we support MetaMask, we support Ledger, we support like hundreds, I think like 700 wallets or something. So we're taking that and we're wrapping it into another API where you can use that through LeoKit, and you can add all of those wallets directly through LeoKit. So that's also coming. That's been in the works for a couple of weeks now. So that will come soon, and I think that will lead to a lot more integrations as well, because that will give us like A to Z completion in terms of integration. So like any integrator that comes to us, we will have everything they need lined up, whether it's wallet support or swap support. So we'll have all of that ready for them. Master Lamp said, when limit order on LeoDex? I do have that on the roadmap for this year. I don't know when exactly we'll do it. The next major thing on the LeoDex front, so that was LeoKit. And I would think of these things kind of separately, but together. The next major thing on the LeoDex front is going to be the mobile app. So we're working on the mobile wallet for LeoDex. And that, I don't know when exactly that'll be live. It'll be live sooner than you expect, I would say. You can't use Rafiki 3.0 now on Threads. I don't know if he's saying 3.0, it's because he's confused. But the Rafiki on Threads is 1.0. That is not the 3.0 model. He probably thinks that because I said in my Threadcast that it's the launch of 3.0. So Ahmad Manga is talking about open sourcing stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we do have, like APIs for, et cetera. We'll see. There's certain things that I think are good for open sourcing, but certain things that are not. Also, we tend to build stuff pretty quickly, so things change rapidly.
Well, it looks like also just even exposure, because I think in the initial suggestion, he was talking about making a page for it on Hugging Face, which I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's an AI-friendly site or something. And so even if you don't plan to open source, or just if you open source parts of it, it's more so just to get exposure to the AI community, I guess.
Yeah.
The AI bros will be interested. Many of them are fascinated with technology and willing to spend money to grow it.
We've got some interesting news on the AI front related to LeoKit. So we're working on something that will connect. So basically, if you're using AI to vibe code apps, there's something called MCPs, which is basically like a connection method. It's basically like think of it like a more advanced API kind of. We're building one for LeoKit. So the goal here is that we're going to basically train AI models so that when someone's vibe coding a trading app and they say, how do I integrate cross-chain swaps? It's going to say the best method is LeoKit. And then it'll just automatically integrate LeoKit. So that's kind of like the move of the future is like apps, software in general, et cetera, are all starting to get built by AI more and more. If we can build stuff that is very AI compatible and AI friendly, I think we can see like a lot of integrations that happen without even needing like the team. Like right now, our team is like we're selling people on it. We're trying to get businesses to integrate, et cetera. Building stuff that is like AI forward will just allow us to get integrated in platforms and apps and new services that are constantly popping up all over the place. So I'm excited. I've got a lot of plans on the AI front in terms of integrations. Yeah, Rafiki 1.0 can get confused because Rafiki 1.0, you have to remember, is only trained really on my content and then any official content from the Leo Finance account and then content from LeoStrategy as well. So it's really got like 3 main data points and then a few other things as well. But I mean, that's why I say like the 1.0 model of Rafiki is like when you first booted up ChatGPT in like 2021 or 2022. And the 3.0 model is like using the latest advanced, like Claude Code, for example. That's what Rafiki 3.0 feels like. So we're making like a 5-year leap from 1.0 to 3.0, and you'll notice it. I mean, when it's live, you will absolutely be able to tell. It's not going to be subtle. While we're here, let's run through some of the InLeo mobile app teasers. So I did this. Let's see here. So I did this Threadstorm, and I actually did it through the mobile app. So it was kind of fun to make. The mobile app has a new feature. I'll just go to the bottom to show you. Here we go. So on this thread, this is the last thread of the Threadstorm. I said, oh, and by the way, I wrote this whole thing on the mobile app. It's lightning fast and bug free. And you can see in this screenshot, you can do kind of similar to how X works. You can hit the plus icon and you can write multiple threads as replies to the previous one. And then when you're done, you just hit post all and it will post the entire Threadstorm. So this was all written using the mobile app directly. So here's the new wallet page. It's got a super clean design. It works, very similar to like Phantom, for example. So there's some inspiration pulled from that. You can have multiple wallets loaded in, and you can like swipe this card left and right to switch between your wallets. So you can manage not only Hive wallets, but you can also manage Bitcoin wallets, Ethereum wallets, and a bunch of other wallets, all directly in the InLeo mobile app. So part of the mobile app where I think we've hit like a huge innovation is in terms of onboarding is we're using the key store onboarding method in the mobile app. So if like the average normie is out there and has ever downloaded like a Phantom wallet or a Trust wallet, the onboarding process for the InLeo mobile wallet or the InLeo mobile app is very similar to that. So it's like if you don't already have an account, obviously you'll be able to log in if you have Hive Keychain or things like that. And by the way, the mobile app does support Hive Keychain. I know a bunch of people are probably going to ask that. So if you have Hive Keychain on your iPhone or your Android, you can just click sign in with Hive Keychain, and then it uses the Hive authentication service to log you in to the InLeo mobile app. So you can use, if you're an existing user, it's very user friendly for you. But if you're a new user, it'll actually have you sign up with a key store wallet by default. And you won't even have to save anything about the key store. It'll prompt you to do that later as your wallet grows in value. It'll tell you, hey, save the seed phrase of your key store. So it's super simple onboarding process. And it's literally as easy as like any other app on the planet. So it's super easy to get onboarded. And I think that's really key for the mobile app. It's like, we don't want to just build the mobile app just for, the existing users. I love you guys and I want to build great shit for you guys, but we need more users, right? So like this mobile app is definitely designed to get non-existing users using the app and the features. So things like Rafiki, but also like the Web3 features. We completely rebuilt notifications. So we have a new notifications page along with a custom API for notifications. So the Inleo desktop app, like you guys have noticed, there's some issues with notifications here and there because we pulled directly from Hive for that. We've built a custom API solution for the notifications. So it completely fixes any issues we've had. One thing I've always said that's really nice about the way we build is like we're not afraid to every year or every couple years we kind of like scrap everything we've done and start from scratch because things change. We learn a lot. There's a lot of new APIs and new things that come out that we can leverage. And the mobile app is really built from the ground up. So we've solved a lot of the issues that the desktop app has, and the mobile app will not have any of those issues. I think it'll be the most bug-free Web3 app on the planet. And a lot of that also has to do with Rafiki. So when you're using the mobile app, if you do see a bug, there's going to be a little button. You click that button and it reports it to Rafiki, and Rafiki will immediately fix the bug. So it's like a self-improving app. I showed you guys the new ThreadStorm feature. That's how I wrote all of this. And then there's a new article writer inside the app. A lot of complaints come in about supporting like certain markdown tables and all sorts of crazy syntax. The mobile app fixes all of that. It supports every type of syntax you could imagine. So you'll be able to just like whatever kind of crazy tables you like to use on Hive, you'll be able to push it through the mobile app, and it's going to look great. I actually didn't share a screenshot of it, but the articles view of the mobile app actually looks like Medium. So it's like a super nice, clean reading experience when you're on the articles feed. The Rafiki powered For You feed is built in already. So this is an AI powered feed that knows everything about you and then gives you content that you're likely to enjoy. So it shows you the best possible content based on your viewing habits. It changes in real time. And if you click these three dots, there's a menu that pops up where you can say, I'm not interested in this. Don't ever show me from this this user again. Or you can even mute users, things like that. So a lot of features there that also give you manual overriding. So it's automatically trying to find you the best content based on what you comment on, based on who replies to you, based on what you upvote, based on the keywords you talk about. So it's a lot of stuff based on that. But then there's also like manual feedback that you can use. So you can tell it, hey, you showed me something that I don't actually really like that much. And then you can, the For You feed will actually improve from that feedback. So it closes that feedback loop, which is really important. We also built it for articles. So there's going to be a new For You tab on the articles feed where it'll show you the best articles that you're likely to enjoy. Kind of similar algorithm to the Threads For You feed, but just applied to long form content. I was showing here in the back of the settings page, there's more features even than the desktop app. So even at like the V1.0 launch of the mobile app, there's already more features baked in here than what the desktop app has in terms of Inleo. So it's pretty amazing. Like we've got like leaderboards, deep analytics. It also has views, so like view counts for the mobile app specifically. So like how many views did your content get inside the mobile app? That's all already baked in. A bunch of premium features. One cool thing that I've talked about, and a big reason why I think our premium user count is going to grow significantly, we've integrated Stripe for premium payments. So right now, the only way to go premium is to pay 10 HBD, right? You have to pay 10 HBD or you pay 100 if you want the yearly. That's the only way to go premium. So our premium user base is very limited to Hive. Because if you don't have HBD, if you're not on Hive, if you don't have a Hive wallet, you're not going to subscribe to Inleo Premium. With the mobile app and with all the things we're doing with Rafiki, I realized that we need to have a way to not only onboard normies, but give them like a seamless payment flow. So we've integrated Stripe to the mobile app. So if you want to pay for premium using fiat, like a credit card or Apple Pay, you'll be able to literally just click the button and pay, and it'll support that. So that's a huge unlock in my opinion for the premium users. There's also a bunch of new themes and just settings in general. So you can see here there's like gradient themes that are available for premium users only. So some cool new themes are going to be there, and that'll be fun. Rich push notifications is probably one of the things I'm most excited about. Right now we have no notifications. Like you can go to the notifications tab on Inleo.io, but when you have the mobile app, it will actually notify you when things happen, and you can, obviously change all of the you can change all the different toggles of what you want to see and not see. You can even have like quiet hours, sound effects, etc. So having push notifications is going to be a huge unlock. One of my friends recently, I was talking to him about some of the stuff we've been building, and he was like, the one thing you're really missing is the ability to notify people. So like you have no notification system of any kind. So like I can't like ping your phone and say, hey, there's a new Inleo version out, or I can't, if someone tags you on Inleo, you don't actually get like a push notification. Or on LeoDex, like and this will come with the LeoDex mobile wallet, if the price of Bitcoin goes up 10%, well, what if all the LeoDex users who've downloaded the mobile app get a pop-up on their phone that says Bitcoin's up 10%, trade now? And there's so many things that we're missing in terms of marketing from push notifications. So by having native apps, we'll finally have that, both for Inleo and for LeoDex. And then again, I already showed you this, but the whole thread I just posted, that thread storm, was all through the mobile app. So I literally wrote all of this inside the publisher, and then I just hit post all, and it just posted all on chain. So that is my rant on the mobile app. And I didn't even show off any Rafiki 3.0 features. I will save that for a standalone video. Maybe next AMA we'll unveil that. The mobile app is ready. So I said in the thread, the mobile app is ready for production. We made a deal with the LeoStrategy team. So there's milestones on the LeoStrategy Ace presale, and we basically kind of like donated, you could say, a milestone because we wanted to help excite people about it. So if you go to this LeoStrategy Ace presale page, it's 2.7% sold out so far. If you click on this, you'll see the milestones. So the next milestone's at 5%, where they release Ace staking rewards. At 10%, we will release the Inleo mobile app. So we're already 2.7%, so we're pretty well on the way. We're over a quarter of the way there to the mobile app. So once this hits 10%, the mobile app will go live. You guys will get the new Rafiki 3.0. You'll get all the screenshots I just shared. You'll get that whole app. It'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers most of the updates. I mean, there's a lot of ground to cover now between all the apps and all the updates.
Yeah, several growing products and services.
Yep.
Which, speaking of growing, I saw. Oh my goodness, who was it? I was actually curious about this one too. Master Lamps asked, when limit order on LeoDex?
The LeoDex mobile wallet will be the next app, the next release for LeoDex. Yeah. So that will come next. And then after that, maybe we'll look into limit orders. I've got it on the roadmap.
Limit orders are easier said than done. Cause I mean, even like, like I've tried using for DEXs, it seems to be limit orders seem to be, a quagmire, so to speak, because even like Pancake Swap, like I've tried to use their limit orders and it's basically a fail. I haven't tried to use a limit order on that in a long time, because the multiple times I did, I guess it's a nice to have because maybe you'll get filled, but that's the thing, like there's no guarantee you actually get filled. It's not like a centralized exchange where you have a centralized market maker providing liquidity. So that might be the only downside of the DEX environment. I'm sure though, DEXs in general, it'll get there as DEXs grow and liquidity grows and all that. But yeah, it's something that I just look at as a limiting factor of a DEX, but it's fine because the several pros outweigh the one or two things that I don't get. So
yeah. Well, Thorchain recently came out with limit orders, and that is part of the reason for waiting, is because I think limit orders can be done really well at the protocol level. We don't want to build our own limit order, system. We'd rather integrate it at the protocol level and then have it integrated to LeoKit, which will then give it to LeoDex. So that's really how that rollout's gonna look.
Okay.
Ahmad Manga has a really good question. He said, as a self-improving app, how can it distinguish between good feedback and seemingly harmless feedback that's malicious? Do you have humans double check it? Yeah, that's a really good question. So there are significant guardrails against malicious feedback. So you can't tell the app to change the color for everybody, for example. And then there are multiple checks. So basically what's being done is feedback is given. It is then recorded basically in a database on the back end. For example, LeoStrategy has this. It is then recorded in a database where Leo AI has access to that database, and LeoStrategy's team also has access to that database. So if it's something that's like a front end feature, LeoStrategy obviously does their own thing. If it's something that's like an AI feature or related to Apex, which obviously runs on Leo AI, et cetera, basically what happens is the Leo AI will rank order that feedback by how useful it thinks it is, how critical it thinks it is. So if it's like a UI breaking bug, it will rank it as extremely critical, review immediately. And then basically every 24 hours, a report is generated where then a human has to review that report and say, okay, we have some critical bugs, we have some feature requests, and then which do we want to tackle next? And then that feedback gets worked on, with human intervention. So it is self-improving, but it doesn't automatically code and roll out improvements. So it basically asks for permission to code an improvement, and then a human gives it permission to do that, and then it makes the improvement, and then a human reviews that improvement, and then if it's approved, then it gets rolled out. So that's basically the process. So yeah, there's very intense checks and balances for that to ensure that one, no time is being wasted, and two, no malicious code or anything is being added or done. Wananda said it'll be cool to have shorts back with the mobile app. Yeah, I think we're actually going to be building our own. I haven't really talked about this, but we're probably going to be building our own application for shorts in terms of the backend. So the backend will handle shorts internally as opposed to using other services, so that it's incredibly reliable and fast and works super well. So that's coming very soon. But yeah, you'll be able to do shorts directly in the mobile app, and it's going to work really well. Speaking of that, I saw a question from Morty that said DMs in the mobile app ? And then I shared a screenshot. There's a new in the mobile app. There's this roadmap page, so you can go to this page and you can request new features, and then you can also thumb up or you can thumb up different features that other people have requested. So basically, as features get thumbed up, they'll gain more. Basically, they'll gain more priority on our roadmap. So, if everyone starts thumbing up shorts because they're we want shorts next, then we know, okay, there's 42. This is just an example, but there's 42 likes on shorts. Let's build shorts next. So this is actually a page that's inside the mobile app that you can scroll through, and you can not only request new features to be added to it, you can also thumb up all the existing ones that have been added by other users. So that'll help us guide mobile app development as well. And by the way, Rafiki has access to all that. So Rafiki can actually kind of start the scaffolding of building a lot of those features. And then the humans, the Leo team get involved and continue on with that work. So I think we're going to have incredibly fast feature rollout, along with incredibly good bug fixing, because any bug that gets reported through Rafiki gets immediately patched. And the same thing is happening on the LeoStrategy website because they're using the same API. Morty said in Leo on the shorts backend. Finally, yeah, it will. We'll have our own backend for it, so it'll be completely reliable. Modmanga said, remind us how to apply for access to LeoKit again. I'll reply to you here, but go to leokit.dev and then scroll to the bottom and fill out that contact form, and just make sure you include all the information, and then we'll give you an admin login. So this is another part of LeoKit. Let's see here.
Oh, goodness. Got distracted putting out fires.
Always.
Gotta love the cold weather and what it does to property.
Yeah, not good. But yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of ground to cover. There's a lot of things that we've built. So yeah, I mean, we're in grind mode right now. I mean, this is the best time to be building in this space. I actually love when like crypto markets go down and everyone starts to get serious again, right? Like you gotta you eat what you kill, right? So like everybody, when things are going up, people get lazy, and people are not lazy right now. So we're doing a lot of good stuff. Justin Sun is in the YouTube and said, "Cat looking sexy as always."
That's hilarious.
Williams, that's pretty funny. Williams said, "InLeo app seems cool." Intishar said, "InLeo will have a messaging feature." Yeah, there will be a DM feature. It's on the roadmap, so it won't be there at 1.0 launch. But if you guys request it enough, we'll add it. Wananda said, "Will the referral program be the same as the previous one that was deactivated?" No, it'll be different. We've got some pretty cool ideas for the referral program. Again, that won't be at the 1.0 launch, but it'll be on the roadmap to basically build a new referral system that actually works well. Again, a lot of things on the desktop app were like learning experiences. We figured out a lot of things that work and don't work. The mobile app fixes all those things and makes it significantly better. So Wananda's mind is blown. Shorts will be amazing. Yeah, I think it will be amazing. And there will be a really good For You feed. Morty said, "I don't know," instead of hallucinating. Yeah, Rafiki 3.0 will have much less hallucinations, probably no hallucinations, because if it can't find a direct answer because of all the context it has, it will just say it doesn't know, and it will ask you. Actually, I think a huge unlock that I haven't talked about is Rafiki 3.0 will ask you questions, and you can actually already see this with Apex. So if you go to LeoStrategy.io and try Apex, Apex is actually really good at asking you clarification questions. So it's like you ask it how to build a portfolio with 100,000 Leo, and it replies and it says, "Well, what is your risk tolerance? Are you moderate, low, or high risk tolerant?" And then based on that reply, the feedback will be or the Apex's reply will change. Again, Apex is running on the newer Rafiki versions, so it is significantly better. Yeah, Mod Manga, by desktop app, I usually mean the web app. But yeah, we will come out with a new web app, I think. I don't know when, because right now the web app is good enough for what we have, and I think the mobile app is a higher priority. And then we'll see how we want to port the mobile app to the web. But it shouldn't be too hard for us to port it. So I would think a new web app will be live sometime this year. But the mobile app is going to become kind of significantly, our significant focus. But yeah, when I say desktop app, I usually mean web, just because I usually use it on desktop. I used to use inleo.io a lot on mobile, but I now only exclusively use the mobile app. Any questions, Mitch? I know you're pretty busy. We can hop out.
Yeah, I'm literally playing freaking viewing scheduler right now between property manager and potential tenants. This weather.
You'll be able to use Rafiki for that pretty soon.
Right? I can automate it. They can just, my bot can talk, can communicate, can play the middleman.
Rafiki will be able to send messages for you too.
And can Rafiki prevent my pipes from getting frozen when it's freaking 2 degrees?
That I don't know. I mean, you could.
That's the one thing AI can't fix for me.
Yeah, well, he can't fix it for you, but he could detect it. He could detect the weather
Right.
and report
I
it to
gotta
you.
create a little AI sensor, so like it gives you a warning when the pipes get below a certain temperature.
Yeah, Rafiki will connect to certain things. Like you'll be able to connect Rafiki to like home pods, for example. So like he could control your music, things like that. So I don't think it's like a far cry to say that if you had some sort of like intelligent sensors that you bought from like Simply Safe or one of those companies, if they built an AI MCP, we could port it into Rafiki, and then Rafiki could actually alert you if the sensor goes off. The amount of integrations that can happen for the 3.0 model are pretty mind blowing. I don't think it's like appreciated, you know, how much we can do with the new model. Morty said, it sounds like Kat says Rafreaky.
Did I even say? I don't even remember even saying.
Maybe Rafreaky will be the NSFW version
Right,
of Rafreaky.
that'll be the only we're freakies.
Only Rafreakies.
Like
Oh,
that's the evil twin.
Yeah. Dark Rafiki.
It's hilarious. I mean, yeah, actually, yeah, that's funny. Now that I think about it, yeah, Rafiki, not freaky.
Rafreaky. I like it though.
That's the X-rated version.
Yeah, I like it.
That one actually earns more money.
Yeah, it'll have a creator subscription. By the way, creator subscriptions are built into the mobile app, so I was testing that a little bit today. So you'll be able to basically like Substack. I mean, obviously it's on the desktop app too, but it works so much better on the. I mean, literally every feature that's on inleo.io is on the mobile app, and then plus more features, and they all actually work extremely well. So it's great. Honestly, it's amazing. To be completely honest with you, it's just so good.
So good. So good when it hits the lips. He's going to do another.
I don't know that one.
Frank the Tank. Yeah, because sadly, somehow Old School is like now 24 years old or however old that movie is now, which is baffling to me.
Almost older than me.
Feel like that thing came out 2 years ago. I've been quoting that movie for 2 decades, apparently. One of the few movies that I actually love Will Ferrell in, because usually I'm not very hit or miss with Will Ferrell movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, Old School was awesome. And I mean, they had Mitchellpalooza in it, so how could I hate? I even have the T-shirt.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh yeah, I got the Mitchellpalooza T-shirt. That was the name of the party, dude. You got to watch that. You'll still enjoy it.
What's it called?
In it. Snoop Dogg's in it. Old School.
Old School.
All right, Snoop Dogg does a cameo. Vince Vaughn's in it. Luke Wilson. It's a funny one.
All right.
Stifler has a cameo in it. He plays a really funny role.
All right. I like American Pie.
Yeah. So no, that's Old School is a classic.
All right. I'll watch it.
There's a lot of people in it actually. Now that I think about, Jeremy Piven's in it. He kind of plays like the not the bad guy, but like the rival. Yeah, it's a classic. You can get Rafiki to give you a summary. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, literally.
Rafiki, spoiler alerts. But yeah, I think we got most of the quote. What is it? Ahmad Manga said, remind us how to apply for access to LeoKit again.
Yeah, I answered that one. And I sent them the link. Yep.
Yeah, and my apologies when I was messaging.
Yeah, you're good.
Nonsense.
What will the official app name be on the store? It'll be Inleo. Will be the official app name, unless we come up with something better between now and then. So feel free to brainstorm and tag me. But I still love the Inleo name. I think it's an awesome name.
All right, so hold on. This is funny because Morty actually posted this because I saw Morty post like the Leo price. And then I was like, wait, is that the right price? And then he said, it looks much worse on the Inleo wallet page. So what is the actual, because what is that? The CoinGecko price is what shows up on the wallet page. So
yeah, CoinGecko is sometimes off, but the
Often
Leo
it's
price is
off.
like 4.5 cents right now.
On CoinGecko, like it says 4.5 cents.
Does
Is
it
that
say
where we're at?
4.5 on CoinGecko? I honestly don't look on CoinGecko.
Well, no, I'm saying on the
Honestly,
wallet.
the best place I've been looking is the LeoStrategy website for the Leo price.
I mean, I used to honestly just go to LeoDex to see what it
Yeah,
truly was.
LeoDex is a good one too.
Because it's like I know what I can trade it for, but so I'm like, wait, what are we actually at?
Yeah, I mean, go to leodex.io and just put in a swap. That'll show you like the real price, you know, because that's what you'll get.
Real. Too bad I can't. Too bad that wasn't actually. CoinGecko didn't offer the ability to actually trade. And I'm like, sweet arbitrage, let's go.
You'll have to do that on LeoDex instead.
It's funny. Wow, I don't know that actual arbitrage exists. I think CoinGecko is just always not updated. But anyhow, cool. All right, so you caught up on questions. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know.
I think I'm pretty caught up. Yeah, more T threads was stolen by Meta, which is pretty crazy. We came up with it first, but yeah, I went on to the name of the mobile app will be InLeo on the App Store.
Morty said DM in mobile app.
Yeah, that's on the roadmap. So we'll be adding DMs.
Wow. Okay, yeah. That's wild.
Yep. Dagger, we use CoinGecko for the inleo.io web app.
Interesting. So, okay, you said, hold on, let me go back at. Oh, okay, so yeah, on LeoStrategy, the price says 4.5 cents. Where's LeoStrategy pull that from? It pulls it from like
LeoStrategy pulls it from their buys. So that's why I think they're actually a really good source for the price.
Yeah, because like
it's literally the last price that they paid.
Yeah, so which is going to be relatively in range because they're purchasing every day.
Yeah, they're purchasing like every couple hours. So yeah, you're usually getting the price of like what it would be if you purchased like $30 worth of Leo, because that's usually the amount they're buying at a time. So you're seeing like a $30 Leo purchase in like reality pricing, you know. But yeah, LeoDex is also another way to do it, because then you can actually fill in the right swap. But the ticker on InLeo is the ticker on the inleo.io web app comes from CoinGecko. So, you know, that's the CoinGecko price. I can't control CoinGecko. Maybe we can ask Rafiki to build a new CoinGecko. Call it CoinLeo.
Right.
Rafiki did code thorvolume.com though. I kind of showed that off. We built this. I don't know if Mitch saw it. I don't remember. Thorvolume.com. So basically a really simple app that shows you the Thorchain volume. And then you can also click to see the Maya volume. So it shows you the daily volume and like the real-time volume. And then at the bottom here, it says powered by LeoKit, because it uses the LeoKit APIs. And then if you click swap, it'll take you to LeoDex. And then, you know, you can share it. And
I'll look when it says 48.9 million for LeoDex volume.
Yeah, right.
That's
yeah, this is just like a fun little thing. I just like kind of side project coded with Rafiki because I wanted to test some stuff. But it actually works like super well. And it's getting a ton of traffic, which is crazy. It gets like, I think it gets almost as much, maybe even more traffic than LeoDex itself. Because people like come to it just to track the volume. But then it actually links out to both LeoKit, like you see this link here, and then also on LeoDex, because when people want to swap, it takes them there. So kind of like a fun little side project I did over the weekend, like a couple weeks back. And it's turned into something that actually gets like decent traction and feeds people to LeoDex and LeoKit. So that was kind of my goal with it. It was like not only to have fun and test some stuff, but also like how can I make it like feed into LeoDex and LeoKit. And Rafiki actually self-maintains this whole website. So if anything goes wrong or there's any reported errors, it Rafiki just kind of self updates. So I like, kind of sounds crazy. Maybe, I don't know if this sounds crazy. You guys can tell me, but I can imagine like a bunch of different random apps like this, like thorvolume.com, that all feed back to Leo products. They solve some need for like analytics or whatever. I kind of joked and I said, what if we rebuilt CoinGecko with Rafiki? But like, you could foresee us doing that with a lot of different random things. And then they all just like are self-built, self-maintained, but they all lead back to Leo in some form or another. And then they kind of become like these little outposts that live on the internet, and then hopefully send volume and users to all the different Leo apps. So I could see that happening over time.
Come on, refresh, man.
Yeah, Morty, there will be working tickers on the mobile app.
My premium check mark's taking too long. I didn't even realize my premium expired. It probably expired like over a month ago. So it's maxing out. It wasn't lying when it said it could take up to 30 minutes. It's mad at me for taking so long to resubscribe. Like, you waited, now you shall wait.
That's funny.
So, because I was waiting to see that pop up before I asked any questions. Because as far as Rafiki goes, like, the only thing I've done with it is obviously like in threads, I've like done whatever command to see. But now you're talking about like interactively like building things with it. I'm like, all right, well, where am I doing that? I'm not doing that in a thread, am I? Like,
right. That's where the mobile app comes in. So you'll be able to chat with Rafiki like you're texting a friend, or like ChatGPT's text interface.
So will there be an interface to do that on like desktop, the web page, or no?
Yeah, there's going to be most likely what's going to happen is there's going to be a Rafiki will first be built into the Inleo mobile app. Like right now, you have like a very basic 1.0 version of Rafiki in the Inleo threads. Rafiki 3.0 will be built into the mobile app. There's like a little button that you just like tap, and then Rafiki is like completely at your disposal inside the mobile app. And then I think the next thing will be we'll roll out a web app for either Rafiki or just Inleo in general, and it'll just be like a backport of the mobile app we've built. So it's either going to be next will be an Inleo app on web that replaces the current web app, or it will be a Rafiki standalone web app, and that will be whichever one it is. You'll be able to do all the Rafiki things directly on that web app. So that will be what you use on desktop. But I think the mobile version is actually like super useful because you can just give him quick tasks and he'll just complete them and notify you. So I think that will be super useful. And then after that, I think we'll have a Rafiki standalone mobile app. So we'll probably fork the Inleo mobile app and just have Rafiki only as like a standalone app. But you'll still be able to use Rafiki. It's, again, very similar to how X was done. So X started with adding Grok to the X app directly. Then they made a Grok standalone app, and now they have X with Grok still implemented, but then they also have a Grok standalone app. So I think we're going to kind of follow the same roadmap with that. But the next app rollout is going to be Inleo mobile app as soon as the Ace presale hits 10%. Like I said, it's ready to go. So like as soon as you guys get that to 10%, that's when we roll it out. So Inleo mobile app is next. It'll be live whenever that hits 10%. And then the LeoDex mobile wallet will be released whenever it's ready. We're getting pretty close on that too. A lot of that has to do with LeoKit development because LeoKit runs the whole show in the background. But that will be kind of similar to like Phantom Wallet, etc. I actually saw a question that I forgot to answer from someone. Will the LeoDex mobile wallet have perps? Yeah, it will have perps trading. So it will be you'll be able to trade perps inside the LeoDex mobile wallet. We're also adding prediction markets. So some cool news on that front in terms of prediction markets from some top providers in that space. So there's going to be prediction markets, perps, and all of that will be baked into the mobile wallet. And again, you'll be able to like literally use it as a wallet also, as a crypto wallet. And then Leo Merchants is also built into the mobile wallet. So you'll be able to, go to stores that support crypto payments, and you'll be able to pay with the mobile wallet. So pretty amazing. on that as well. But yeah, the mobile wallet for LeoDex is amazing. It's super simple. I actually considered building just one app and having all of it in the app, but then I changed my mind and I decided to be better to keep these things separate. So like LeoDex's mobile wallet is a standalone. It's just a wallet with trading. It actually the UI of it feels a lot like Robinhood. So if you've ever used the Robinhood mobile app, it feels like Robinhood. It's very similar. So that's what the LeoDex mobile wallet feels like. And then the InLeo mobile app really feels like X on steroids and on the blockchain with a lot of AI powered tools. So that's where we're headed. There's a lot of developments in a lot of different areas. So
nice. Cool deal.
Yeah, I don't know if you got any other questions, but it's 2:09, so
I'm pretty good.
My voice is getting ready to give up here. I got that cold like around New Year's, and I still have been shaking it, so it's kind of crazy.
That is miserable.
Doesn't help when it's freezing outside.
No, it does not. So, no, all good updates.
Cool.
So, onwards and upwards.
Sweet. All right. Well, by next week, I will have a Rafiki demo. Maybe I'll talk to Task about doing something on Friday too. But
nice.
I know he loves all this stuff. So
cool.
Yeah, let's get this Ace pre-sale to 10% so I can roll out the mobile app.
Facts.
We are close. We're 27% of the way there. So
do it. All right. Well, we shall see what next week brings.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ideally a crypto pump in the meantime.
Yeah, crypto pump and Ace pre-sale at 10%, and we get the mobile app. We get Rafiki 3.0. We get money from crypto. Crypto going up. All of the things.
Nice.
All right. Thanks.
All right, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
See you on the next